What is going on, guys? Grave here. Today we're going to talk about some things with Infinite Warfare. Before I get into that, it's going to be kind of another one of those odd videos. We'll kind of just end at the end of the game. You're not going to see the podium or anything like that. A lot of times I get to play and sometimes I just forget to hit record on my Elgato, so I have to keep it out of the theater from Black Ops 3 itself. But anyway, guys, we're going to talk about some of the things that have come to light in Infinite Warfare. Of course, we all know that the movement system is going to be pretty much like Black Ops 3, or they say in line with Black Ops 3. But in a kind of an interview, which was a podcast this week, they were asking other questions. They're talking about some other things about Infinite Warfare. And they said, in certain missions in the single player, the campaign will be old school, modern warfare, boots on the ground movement. They said now you have, the exact quote that he said was, now we do have missions in the that are old school, hardcore boots on the ground. Like when you start out on Earth, it's exactly old school, modern warfare boots on the ground. As you move into space, into low G environments, in zero G environments, that's when things like the grapple and other things come into play. That's kind of an interesting fact or interesting thing. I think that will be kind of neat, to have some parts of the campaign be boots on the ground, not all of it be, jumping around with not necessarily exosuits on, but be able to boost jump, that kind of thing, quick movements around the map. He also talked about some other things that were kind of interesting, and those were how the grappling hook is going to work. You says starting that the grapple can move in all directions, allowing you to move in 360 degrees in space. This is kind of be an interesting thing for zero gravity, flanking from different vantage points never been seen in Call of Duty before. The grapple kind of seems interesting, but at the same time, I'm not sure how this is all going to balance out map-wise. I don't know if you're going to see as much like boost jumping and wall running as you do in this game. More going to be kind of focused around that grapple, and that's going to be the thing, trying to get different vantage points with the grapple. But I thought that was also very interesting, and that's kind of all they really talked about. They didn't really get into a whole lot about the multiplayer. The thing that I was wondering was, and I'm sure this is not going to happen at all, but I'd love to hear you guys' comments, is what if they made some multiplayer maps that were the new advanced movements like you've been in the past Call of Duties, and they made some maps that were maybe on Earth that were back to old school boots on the ground movements. So, it kind of would change up the way some of the maps play. You have faster movement maps, you have slower movement maps, kind of old school boots on the ground. I think that would be very, very cool. I think if you put some of the maps in space, like I said, the new movement, if you had maps on Earth, it would be back to the old Modern Warfare style movement. I think that would probably help a lot of fans out in a lot of ways that don't really like the whole movement system. It is fun, it is fast paced, but I know a lot of people like boots on the ground, and I'm an old school COD fan. I've played them all since COD 2, so I'm a big fan of old school boots on the ground also. But I kind of want to hear you guys' opinion. What do you think about that? Do you think that the movement's going to transfer over into multiplayer at all? Are you excited to hear that it's going to be in the campaign? I really like that. I think that's a plus. Also, what do you think about the grapple? I know they haven't really talked too much about how it's going to work in multiplayer. Of course, we'll get to see more at COD XP here in the upcoming months. Really, that's when they're going to reveal the multiplayer. But I would love to hear you guys' comments and tell me what you think exactly, about the movement system. Or are you going to be happy with it? Are you looking forward to maybe, like I said, some ideas of some old school boots on the ground maps also? I think that would be really, really cool. Anyway, guys, I appreciate you taking time out of your day to come hang out and watch this video. And, of course, if you like the video, hit the like. If you have not subscribed yet, please do so. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.